So funny.
All right, I think we are good to go. It's the first time I've done this. Jeff Piper with us. Benji Turgeon, welcome aboard.
Go Mets.
Uh, Jeff, tell the people what they're looking at here. It's the first time I've ever done this. My sister's a Google expert, and she tried to walk me through this last night. But tell me what's happening right now.
It's a hangout. It's a video conference basically. Everybody's got their connection up, except for you apparently, who keeps freezing. And then the people like my brother and Aaron that haven't got with the times.
Your brother says that he's watching right now. So is there like a chat function that these
Yeah,
users?
there should be a chat somewhere in the live view.
I see it.
And if this video stayed where it was a couple seconds ago, it would be pretty classic. Nick Lauk smiling.
I see myself. I look terrific. There's a chat action here. Yeah, just a chat function. All right, well, let's not bore the people because tomorrow morning Clutch is going to watch this at work, and we want it to be entertaining for him. Oh, nice, Benji. What's up?
I don't
All
know
right,
what's
so
going
let's start off out
on.
of
Can
the
you
gate.
hear me?
I can hear
you.
you.
Something's going on. It's getting freaky.
Benji, all eyes are on you this year for many reasons. You're clearing your slate. You have your minions doing all your work for you in Rochester and Long Island, taping all the cheerleaders. I know it's your favorite thing to do. But this year, Turgeon time. What's going on in your mind entering here draft week?
I have to pay attention to what's going on with Le'Veon Bell. When are we going to hear if he's getting suspended?
Soon, right? I mean, it's got to be this week. You asked me today. You texted me, and then I looked it up on the wires, and there's no word. There's no update.
Yeah, and supposedly it's supposed to be tomorrow, like you're saying. So I can't tell you right now with any certainty who Healthy Rips is going to take.
And that's the thing about this year's draft is who besides Le'Veon Bell is up for number one.
Gronk.
You like Gronk?
Yeah.
Interesting.
I mean, I don't think he's a number one overall pick, but based in our league, he's the best available.
Jimmy Graham went first a couple of years ago, didn't he? 2 years ago, Dave took Jimmy Graham.
How
Yeah.
awful was that pick?
Doesn't look good now.
It was pretty awful.
First year, I think he got good production, and then year after that, it was awful. It was.
I give you my outside the box thought on a different guy I could take, but wouldn't be a keeper, but would be a safe guy to go with to try to win this year, and that would be Adrian Peterson.
I think most people, let's say everyone had your hand, your roster, first pick, all the eggs in the basket. I think at least half of our league would take Peterson.
But that's not a keeper.
No, he's not. But in your shoes, and I had this written up here. You were on a crazy run of. I'd love to call it mediocrity. It's not even mediocrity. 3 straight 5 and 8s. Before that, a 4 and 9. You have missed the playoffs 6 seasons in a row.
Oh my goodness.
You are the new potato famine. Now, you have no excuses anymore.
Man.
Des Bryant, Mike Evans, Demaryius Thomas, last year of Andrew Luck on the college deal. You have to win this year. Because if you don't, Anderson last year is this year. All eyes are on you. So, yeah, like Bell would make way more sense if you want to play the long game because he's probably going to be around for 3 years and all that. But if you want to win this year and you want a guy who's going to be there week 14, 15, 16 in the playoffs, you can do a lot worse than all day.
The one thing I'll say about Le'Veon Bell, though, is what's this, his second suspension?
Yeah.
I think so, yeah.
That's a scary thought for a keeper. I mean,
It's true.
especially with the number one pick overall.
And he gets hurt a lot, too.
Yeah. He was, hurt? He played, 12 games last year? 10 games?
Had two knee injuries, I think, already in the NFL.
Yeah, that's a scary thought.
What are your guys' takes on the trades that happened? There was a flurry.
There was a flurry Sunday morning. I was working the phone lines from the golf course.
Very really.
Yeah.
Where are you playing?
Oh, Radisson.
Nice. I don't think I've ever played Radisson. One of these years, take me. So of the 4 guys who were traded for, you have Anastasi now under a new team banner. Daniel LaRusso's going to fight.
I love it.
Phil's Anatomy, Healthy Rips, our friend here, and also a new team named Captain Tally Ho for Biddy.
I had to figure. It took me a minute to figure out who that was.
Feeling was probably mutual a little bit, but we got through that. Benji, talking about Demaryius Thomas, you probably had your pick of the litter for a lot of these guys. Again, all the eggs in the basket. You went to Orkin. I heard there were some shenanigans at Piper's house last week where trades were thrown around and bids were raised and friendships were ruined.
I wasn't there. I have no idea what was going on. I reached out to Orkin a long time ago. Orkin had a sensational draft last year. He could have kept Freeman, Thomas, Decker. He really did a great job. So I have no keeper. I had 0 keepers this year.
Who was his keeper? Who ended up being his
Freeman.
keeper?
He's going to keep Freeman.
That's an interesting call.
I think you have to go with him over Thomas and Decker.
I agree about Decker. Thomas, I'd give 50-50.
Well, he's a PPR running back. He was a monster last year, and Thomas doesn't have a quarterback right now.
Good point.
I gotta say, a big shout out to last year's draft. We're talking about last year's draft. It's Jeff's brother Jay with the David Johnson 11th. I went through all last year thinking he was a mid pickup. 2 weeks ago I realized, he has an amazing keeper in him. I mean, I think I watched him play last year in the one Packers game, and he was untackleable.
He's probably the number 1 our league running back at the end of the year, is my guess.
Wow. You heard it here first?
Well, he does. What did he have for catches last year? I don't have the numbers in front of me. Nick, I'm sure you do as a stat researcher.
I'm on the case.
I got the magazine.
Only because Gurley isn't going to catch that many balls, so it's not going to be Peterson.
He only had 36 last year.
But he didn't play right off the bat. He wasn't playing right away.
Yeah, he played 16 games, had 125 carries for 581, and then 8 touchdowns. But
he did not have 10 carries in a game until week 13.
Yeah,
exactly. He exploded at the end of the year.
But is that going to be the end of the year effect where teams get a little soft when they're out of it type deal? You got to think about that. Not saying that David Johnson isn't good.
Andy's Rooney's might be the biggest wild card team of the year. You could see Marcus Mariota just being a total not bust, but just kind of stink it up, have some real issues, or be a dual threat running guy, very useful quarterback. You've got a top 5 pick. Jordy Nelson coming back could be amazing. Back to old self, could be rusty. Don't know what you're going to get at Jay Piper. You never know what you're going to get. Except
here comes
in the morning and upset
Here
comes the man to defend himself.
Oh, like I'm cute.
Are you guys talking about me?
There he is.
Came in just in time.
Nice
I've only
glasses.
since 8:15.
Where are you?
Where?
Yeah.
In my house.
You look like you're in a confessional.
Yeah, it's weird.
I'm praying for a victory this year.
You look like Ray Donovan.
Are you in the kitchen? Or the dining room?
No. I'm in my office.
Oh. I didn't know you had that. I've never looked at that wall, apparently.
Well, it's very mature, and that's the strategy I'll take this year for fantasy. And there's no doubt that I won't make the playoffs. So.
Can I ask you what's going on with your hair right now? It's very Antonio Brown. You look like
I'm working a trade.
You look like a division sign.
A what?
A sideways division sign. I do like it. Don't get me wrong. I miss your musk.
You're wearing a USA soccer hat and a Syracuse jersey.
Gotta represent. Gotta teach them while they're young.
Nick, do you still have the orange Syracuse fleece?
I do.
Without sleeves.
Can I request that you put that on right now for the rest of the hangout session?
It's a million degrees.
Steph, go run the show. I'll be back.
Yes.
All right.
What's going on, Piper boys?
Not much. I'm ready for the draft. I'm ready for everything.
Are you guys ready for Friday golf?
No,
I will not be
probably
playing
not.
Friday golf.
You're not playing?
No, I will be down like 7 o'clock Friday night.
Jay, what about you?
I should be playing, yes.
All right. Have you heard about the Olympics that have been talked about for us?
No, that sounds interesting.
I
Well,
don't have the energy for an Olympics.
Aaron Anderson should be on here right now, but he was texting me about all kinds of activities split up into 4 teams of 4 and doing Olympics.
golf?
For golf, pool, can jam, spike ball, maybe even swimming.
Everybody has fun.
There it is!
I'm
Nice
not warning
and
you
your
about
sister
it.
hat.
Cut off fleece.
It's so hot.
Yeah.
So, Benji, you're mentioning
And of course, Nick.
before about some kind of
The what? Nick, what? Hey?
something like an Olympics idea that Anderson had.
Yeah, we were just talking about it when you left. Anderson should be here to talk about it. He wants to break us up into groups of 4 and do different activities like the Olympics and win medals.
Like drinking games?
Nick, that frozen face is hilarious.
Can we do the steeplechase?
As long as somebody goes face first into the bar.
I don't know what.
Please tell me people saw that.
Worlds are
Well, we thought originally about doing like only 9 holes on Friday, or 9 sort of like World Cup, and then 9 as like a twosome. That's other alternate ball sort of thing, so we don't get too many calluses on our hand. You know, for the bad golfers. Because I golfed with Anderson last Friday, and let me tell you, he's not good. He
What happened?
single-handedly
He was pretty good. Last year, he was playing with a billy club.
Yeah, he hurt his back or something. He single-handedly lost 3 wards or Hot Ninjas team at the Geneseo School of Business golf tournament. We lost by 12 strokes. It was bad. Also, Koval was okay. I was okay, and then Brian Nimrich was not good. So we represented poorly.
That's a good story. You did a housewarming party or the jungle gym warming party?
People just came over. It rained. Kids were running around in the basement.
Your kids, hopefully?
Saturday. All right, so whose team stinks? And I already have one person in mind. What was the topic we were on?
We started with Benji's first overall pick, and what is he gonna do?
Benji.
Yeah.
I suggest going safe and possibly going defense or kicker.
Can I get Antonio Brown? Is he available this year?
Remember when you tried to trade for him last year? You're like, you don't need another wide receiver. Take C.J. Anderson.
Yes, I did. C.J. Anderson.
What ended up happening with that?
C.J. Anderson was a bust. Oh,
Yeah.
God.
Yeah, in this league where we basically we treat wide receivers as gods.
Yes.
That's the place to be.
Can we acknowledge Nick's frozen face one more time?
Yes.
I get it.
The worst part is he wasn't frozen at that point. He was just listening.
I think he's doing these crazy movies on
I'm
purpose.
looking good. Hey, all right, so one of the receivers on
Connecticut.
So let's roll back to last year's draft. We take Antonio Brown number 1. You take C.J. Anderson number 3. T.Y. Hilton got traded. He was the first round.
Go back and look, and there were no good players in the first round except for Allen Robinson, who wasn't taken until late in the first round by Anderson.
It was a Swing and a
Quarterbacks
miss.
were good. Yeah, you're right.
Yeah.
Allen Robinson. Latavius Murray was solid-ish.
Yeah, but is he a keeper this year? Who's keeping him?
Yes,
Yeah.
Tuna is going to keep him, I think. I believe he
Oh,
will.
yeah, he is. He is. You're right.
Bold strategy.
I think so.
But that's the thing, that he doesn't have anybody else on the team to keep.
Yeah, he has to keep him unless he trades something, which I'm not sure is worth it. Could he have taken? You're right. Last year was quarterback. The first two receivers were good. Obviously, Brown way better than Thomas, and it was slim pickings. T.Y. Hilton was okay. Murray was okay.
Who traded for T.Y. Hilton?
Anastasi.
Anastasi did, yes.
We had an offer to move into the top 5 from 14. We were debating it. It would be a big deal for us. I don't think we're going to take it, but it's on the table for the weekend.
So Benjamin, why don't you tell them about the trade you offered me a couple days ago via text?
Oh, this is a big blockbuster. We talked about Andrew Luck and what else? I'm having a brain cramp.
You were going to send me Demaryius Thomas.
Andrew Luck, Demaryius Thomas, and I would get Cam Newton, Jordan Matthews, and Jarvis Landry.
And I was like, all right, I'll have the discussion. You've got to give me a solid pick. And he would.
And I would have given you. We would have swapped in the 5th round, I think, right?
Not enough. What am I? One of Jay's punters punting the season away?
But here's the thing: you admitted to me yesterday or today that you might not keep Jordan Matthews. So
Well, I'm holding open the possibility. The guy hurt his knee. They just traded for a receiver yesterday. This is a loaded college class. The teams that need to keep college players are Vitty, Phil, and Smitty, GP.
Yep.
And there's Deshaun Watson, Christian McCaffrey, Leonard Fournette, Juju Smith-Schuster. Boom, off the top of my head, 4, bang, bang, bang.
And there's still a handful of players that you could still go with and be fine.
Right. So, I would be, if I didn't think I could win this year, I would almost be smart to get rid of Jordan Matthews and take one of these college guys and load up for next year. I don't know. I still have 2 days to figure it out. Speaking of wide receivers, Phil's the only team without entering the draft without a receiver.
wait, you said 2 days. Hold on, Nick. The keeper deadline is on the 19th.
Saturday, yeah.
You have
this Saturday.
you have our keepers, Nick, right?
Part of our very cordial, diplomatic, adult-like conversation on voting, we settled on Saturday before draft weekend.
There's no reminder on the website. That should probably be announced, although we're announcing it now.
Yeah, and
Put it on Facebook. I believe the Super League Twitter account has tweeted a couple times.
Are there any teams that haven't submitted at least their initial keepers?
Some teams have been kind of quiet. My educated guess, keeper-wise, Phil's the only one without a receiver. Educated guess, based on recon and words in the street.
And that's interesting because there's not a ton of receivers on the board right now.
No, there's not.
The ones that were decent just got traded for. Demaryius Thomas, T.Y. Hilton.
Phil traded for a keeper, didn't he? Didn't he trade with you, Nick?
He traded for Wilson.
Talk about some fun. Me and Vitty in May agreed on a Russell Wilson trade for a 5th rounder. And I'm like, I'm going to lock that in. We won't make it official because of injuries. Cam Newton could go off dabbing and driving. So we held off, and I was ready to pull the trigger. And then out of nowhere, Phil texted me, how about a 3rd rounder for Russell Wilson? I didn't even trigger it. I didn't start it. I'm like, I'm going to take that. And then, sorry, Vitty. And he's like, oh, I was just talking to my brother yesterday and told him I had a deal for Russell Wilson. So I'm like, oh, Phil.
Oh, that is cold.
So the good doctor was working some moves.
I reached out to Matt about Andrew Luck, just so we could throw that in the mix.
Stir the pot. Luck's an interesting piece because he's a 1-year rental. Someone can pick a college guy next year. He's obviously good. I just think all these teams have good quarterbacks already. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 teams that don't have a quarterback. So That limit
And I
that
have
customer
Mariota.
retention.
You know, if I get to 5 and there's nobody available, there's no reason why I shouldn't pick a quarterback if you can get me more points in 1 year. So
Yeah.
who's going to be there at 5? Nobody.
Then you should drop Mariota then.
Well, I get him for 4 more years.
Yeah, exactly. Why? What's the cost on that? On keeping him? You now have your backup automatically.
No, I'm saying like what Nick said. There's probably players you rather have,
Maybe.
like Leonard
Yeah.
Fournette.
Yeah. I don't know. I mean, it all depends. You gotta weigh the opportunity cost of. I can put Mariota on the bench if I get a Breeze with 120 more points or something like that.
That's what Anastasi did. He has Winston, who's very fine, good, whatever, upside, but he traded for Big Ben last year, who could be a top 5 quarterback if right. I mean,
But let me ask this question:
playoffs.
what's the success on the college players in our
That's a
draft?
great question.
It's
So
roughly
how
one
would you
in
define
every
success?
1 in 5.
Do you
maybe?
consider dropping a player like a success or keeping him through the contract?
Keeping him through the
So
contract
Tim
and
Tebow,
actually
you think Tebow
producing?
What?
was Tebow a success?
How about
No, neither was Taj
Ke-
Boyd.
Kellen Moore?
I say if you keep the guy your whole contract, that's a success. So how many have been
Yeah,
kept
I
your
agree.
contract?
So tomorrow, I have a weird work
35%?
schedule this week. I work on Sunday. I'm going to be off tomorrow. I'm doing Super League media guide work, and I will find that out.
Yes, because I kept
Yeah.
Luck. Who else? I mean, when did we start that? What year did that begin?
It was the Wegmans draft at Biddy's, 08.
Oh gosh.
Oh wait, so this is 8 years already. We've had college guys.
Yeah. On my profile, yeah. I mean, I can tell you the history. I'm looking at everyone's right now. I have
I couldn't
everyone.
even tell you who my first college guy was.
Ready for it?
For Luck.
Jeremy Macklin, Missouri. And you
Yeah.
dropped him right away.
No, I thought I traded him to you.
Oh, you did. You traded him to me, and because I had Darius Hayward Bay.
Yeah.
He's
We
still
made that
captain.
trade.
I don't even want to know my guys.
All I know is I inherited it when I came onto the potato famine. Kellen Moore. That's all I have to say.
And you dropped him.
That's gold, baby, gold.
He's still an active quarterback, though.
He is, but he hasn't played. Or he's played like.
It's better than Pat White
Who picked
when
Pat?
Smitty picked Pat White, right?
That
Sure.
way.
That was Pat White.
Was he a college guy?
Tebow. You had Tebow, 4 years of Spiller, Taj Boyd, one and done, and then Mariota.
I had how many years of Tebow?
You had 1 year Tebow, 4 of Spiller.
Yeah, and I traded him to Phil when he got good.
All part of your plan.
I was trying to tank. Sometimes
I got to
You
give
gotta
a
do
statement
it.
about the potato famine. Pat White, and they kept him as he was a Dolphin. Jake Locker, Ellen Moore, and then Matt Barkley. I mean, wow.
It's
That's brutal.
yeah.
That's bad.
We're gonna try to change that this year.
Let's
Alright,
ask
so-
Jay Pints a question. Jay, how are you
Yeah.
feeling about Jordy Nelson coming back this year? That's a big player for you.
If he's good, I'm good.
Yeah.
If he isn't, I'm not. That's what it comes down to. I mean, David Johnson will tear something. I know that. That's a fact.
Jordy
So-
Nelson's going late second round in non-keeper leagues this year. Late second round.
It's pretty good.
Yeah,
I think
so-
my team's going to win. I really feel good about my team this year. I feel like the league is cyclical, and you know when your team stinks, you can automatically knock out half the league, before the draft starts. I feel decent this year.
And this is going to be a 2-keeper year, so you have to have success in the late rounds. You gotta find somebody.
That's a great point.
Oh,
Which-
we got
Yeah.
another.
I don't recall it being.
Aaron Anderson in the mix.
I gotta figure this thing out. I haven't figured it out yet.
There he is.
Oh, where are you in a cave? Aaron?
Where's Nick? He's frozen and Anderson's frozen.
I'm back. It doesn't work.
I think we're all frozen.
We
Everybody
broke
had.
Google, guy. We broke Google.
Hello?
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 This is a short number for
I think that.
Hangouts.
No, really.
Yeah.
So I got one nominee for who might be the worst team this year, and he's not going to like to hear it. Kyle Koval.
Really?
So he's got Matt Forte. He's a Jet.
Yeah.
Sammy Watkins. I mean, Jay, did he hurt himself at the first day at St. John Fisher? He might.
I think
Is
he's in
Anderson
bubble
like-
wrap for.
Anderson, what are you doing? Did you break something already?
I always break something. No, dishes fell. Yeah.
Wait, what happened?
We're at the Covals.
The toilet dispenser is
You're
done.
at the goal. You're at the goal.
I'm gonna
Is
bring an
everybody
extra one.
Sleeping?
I'm bringing an extra one.
Can you tell us more about your Olympics idea, Anderson? I want to
Yeah.
hear what you have in mind.
So basically, we break off into equal teams, and we compete in everything. So like beer pong, volleyball, foosball, shuffleboard, golf, and we have a standings. That's where you come in. You gotta create the like Olympic standings, and and the medal count and everything. So
I'm intrigued. Do we know a set number who's going to be there from the beginning? So when we can start and when the final event is, we can start mapping out time-wise, team-wise?
well, I think the numbers are we're gonna have at least 8 Friday and at least 8 through Sunday night. So I think we can have 4 teams and just have to make sure there's at least 2 people on each team, like through Friday and through Sunday night.
Rotating countries? Dual agent?
Yeah, I think it could be fun.
I'm intrigued. A lot of potential. Drop something, we'll make it work. Got a lot of moving parts here, but we'll make it work.
I'll send something out.
So Biddy might get his show or movie made from like a director who did one of the 30 for 30 shorts.
Really?
Nice.
Yeah. So if the person accepts it, he might miss the draft. If the person is one or the other. If she says yes, if she says no, he can or can't. So he's 50-50. That's something.
Is everybody else going to be there?
Is he going to be the first one to ever receive the Super League fine?
No, I think Clutch is also going to receive the Super League fine.
Clutch is. I would give Biddy a better chance than Clutch. Clutch told me 33% like 2 weeks ago.
Ooh.
I've heard it's worse than that now.
Yeah.
Oh, just-
Aaron, are you calling in from being a bouncer in an alley in a dark club?
Yes. Yeah.
I was.
The password is New England clam chowder.
Can you put a light on in that house?
No.
I just can't remember if it's the red or the white.
Laps around your home. You're all constantly like a shark, constantly in motion.
That's it. Let me see. I'm looking for lights. This isn't my home.
Oh, where
Where's
are you?
Cole?
I'm at the Covals.
So
Oh,
where
I
is
didn't
he?
know.
Why isn't he on here?
Because he's working on getting kids to bed.
Oh,
Mm.
no excuse.
Oh, you know what I was thinking too? I brought this up to Aaron. Could we do on like Friday night like a beer tasting if everybody buys a 6-pack from a local area?
Yeah.
We can split up the teams and then the winner can be awarded the best beer trophy or medal.
I kind of like that, like a blind taste test.
Yeah.
How do you win?
Who you have to score the beer.
Oh, whoever
gotta-
buys the best beer?
Yeah.
That's cool. I like
And
that.
and it has to be from your area.
Yes. Or relatively close. I was thinking about something that's relatively low key on Friday night because I figured we'll just be
I thought
Hitting-
Friday was
golf the next day.
casino night.
What?
I thought Friday was casino night. Maybe.
We can do whatever we want.
So Saturday is World Cup and chicanery.
Chicanery.
Do we have tea times for Ward?
Not yet.
No. We need to
You
make it
gotta-
tomorrow.
I still got to figure out how many people we have golfing.
Oh, no. Friday and Saturday we get to make them. 7 days out.
We doing the same course?
That course is like
think
35 minutes. It is a lot cheaper, but
Yeah.
there's 2 courses closer, but they're a little more expensive.
I like that Blue Ridge, whatever. We did the first year down there. It was not cheap, though.
No. I think, I mean,
Yeah, we should
my
do
thought
that
is
Friday.
relatively cheaper since we're not experts at golf. And we almost got eaten by a bear last year, so that was a plus.
This is Friday you're talking about?
Yeah.
All right.
And we can do Cuphead too.
All right.
Whatevs.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
All right. Let's go around the horn because we've been off the rails. Anderson, what are you most looking forward to Super League weekend?
Let's see. Probably beer pong tournament.
Wow.
Ooh.
Silence.
Hello?
Broke him.
Why are we being so quiet? This is so weird. Fuck all of you. Fuck you all. Still quiet.
I'm frozen.
Nick, what'd you say?
We're awkward dudes. This is how it
We're
is.
awkward dudes.
We're mid 30s talking about fantasy football on Google Hangouts. That's all I have to say.
Yeah, that's the
I already got made fun of by someone that I live with that speaks.
Was his name Sam?
No.
No, Sammy would have been super pumped about it.
Do you guys watch? You ever listen to the Levitard show?
Yes.
No.
Okay. Well, it's hilarious because one of the things is they have like
Oh,
viewers
man.
write
Phil's-
in. Go ahead.
I was going to say Phil's team's not good.
Oh, no.
All right, go
Nick
ahead.
was
You can tell your story.
Way downtown, burn.
Sorry to interrupt. I just was looking and it blew my mind. I
Yeah,
don't,
Phil's team's real
I
bad.
don't know what he's going to do.
So one of the
Godspeed,
things
man.
they do is they have fans write in and be like, what does Andy Reid look like? And Andy Reid looks like the guy who exhales loudly as he urinates. So right now, Piper looks like he's in a confessional. Jeff looks like he's at a freshman year off-campus apartment with one piece of furniture.
That sounds about right.
Anderson looks like he's stalking somebody.
Anderson looks like he's taking a shit right now. It's bad.
He's definitely on To Catch a Predator.
Do you know this man? Benji, you're a tough call. I don't know. You like me an accountant at a strip mall?
With a neck t-shirt right now.
Oh, that's a good one. That's not bad.
Who's
It's just-
Nick?
Oh, you got to give me something. I don't know.
Hold on. I got to think about
Anderson, who should I take first?
it. The jokes are too easy, Nick.
Kowski. That's easy.
Why? Everybody else doesn't think so.
Well, who else? Well, let's see. Who's on here? Yeah, none of you guys have any multiple championships, so maybe you should listen to the guy with multiple championships.
Well, why Gronkowski? Why him?
Because he's the only game changer. AP, you want to hold on to him? He's already old. He's
Yeah, he is
terrible.
old.
I mean, look, none of the choices are good. Like, I mean, it's the worst first overall pick ever, probably.
Yeah, Benji, who's on your team right now?
Receivers. And Andrew Luck.
Yeah, so you need a tight end or a running back. So.
Yeah. So that narrows it down to the guys available.
Yes.
The one thing I would throw out there for Benji Anderson, because I don't disagree with your Gronk strategy, if he doesn't take a running back, he takes a tight end. He's got a loaded roster. He's probably making the playoffs no matter what. He's going to have bad running backs.
This
Clearly.
is Benji we're talking about. There's no way he's definitely making the playoffs. I mean, come on. He's wasted 4 years of Andrew Luck. Like, there's no, like, he should make the playoffs.
Andrew Luck wasted my year last year. Not the
Benji's got gray hairs. I gave him the best years of his life.
I said that about Jeff and Smitty's team last year, is that if they didn't take a running back there, they were screwed. But they didn't, and they were fine. They won the Super Bowl. So, in our league, I don't think you need a running back anymore.
You don't.
Exactly.
The one year I tried to use Trent Richardson all year, and he didn't play. And I was okay with that.
At least he's not getting me negative points.
The reason why we're
There you go.
Doug Martin in the third round.
Yeah, Doug Martin.
They got lucky there. The 42nd pick in that stuffy building, they got Doug Martin, who had more points than he had.
So there's
100 more points than C.J. Anderson.
There's something that I will say about our draft strategy. Contract year. Contract year is a huge motivation for players. Just going to throw that out there. Look at Doug Martin last year. What did he sign? A 5-year, $42 million? Whoever wants him, take him. He's
Okay, Alshon Jeffrey's in a contract year. Should I take him first?
done. Yeah, but he doesn't stay on the field.
Right. Well, I'm not taking him, but he'll be a top 5. I think he'd be a top 5 pick in our league this year, first
Is
round.
C.J. Anderson available?
Who?
C.J. Anderson?
Clutch could keep him. Clutch could keep C.J. Anderson.
Oh, yeah.
Go back and look at the draft last year. It was terrible.
Oh, yeah, I agree.
I wish I would
wasn't-
have had the foresight to take Allen Robinson.
It wasn't for potato famine. I'll say that.
Like, you had the best, easiest pick of all.
There was some intrigue entering the weekend that they weren't going to take Antonio Brown. Didn't Jeff? You said you made your mind like the day before.
I had made my mind like weeks before. Jay, you can back me up on this because we text about it all the time.
Maybe because Smitty was just had to be talking to it.
There was no. I would have quit on the spot if we didn't take Antonio Brown.
Which would have been funny,
Like
because
just
Jeff
get up
would have
and-
ended up burned in the parking lot.
There was a lot of busts last year. Look at the
Anderson.
C.J. Anderson, Jamal Charles got hurt, Melvin Gordon, woof, Marshawn Lynch, dead, Devontae Adams, legally dead.
Hold on. He was in the first round?
Yes, these are all first rounders.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Yeah, by Anderson, who then got Allen Robinson.
Yeah.
No, I got Allen Robinson before Devontae Adams.
No, you didn't.
But then you got
No,
T.Y.
they were
You got
back to Adams first, technically.
You got
Yeah,
T.Y.
whatever.
T.Y.
They were
Hilton
back,
at the end of the
back.
round.
Devontae Adams had 38 points in your starting lineup, though.
I mean, monster. I mean, who wouldn't want that kind of production?
But that's like half of his total points, though. So that- yeah,
That's
I
a-
mean, you look at the first round. You got 1, 2, 3 guys that didn't even score 100 points. That's less than defenses. I'm telling you, consistency.
Check the
Benji.
stats.
You want that high
Benji,
floor beat.
so-
You want that
Check the
high
stats, Benji. Kickers are people too.
So randomly, I just opened my fantasy draft book, and it opened to the page of running backs. Melvin Gordon is rated 32nd of all running backs right now in this book. And he went in the first round in our draft last year.
Did you really?
Yeah, he went like 6'5"
Where's
overall.
Devontae Adams? Open up receivers. Where's your book have Devontae Adams?
There were 6 guys in the second round that didn't even get to 100 points. Like, that draft was bad.
Yeah, and this one's going to be worse.
Yeah, I can't wait. That's the best part about the draft weekend. Is
So
the forward
what-
draft.
It has a worse feeling, but I'm just trying to rationalize it in my brain. Why is it worse? Everyone's releasing.
I don't know. Is it the people? Like us as friends?
We're getting older.
Well,
We're
Uh,
only releasing
Nick-
one guy this year, not 2 guys, so next year should be better.
Orkin fell asleep in the draft last year.
Maybe you should do it again. He had a great draft.
You know?
Nick, to give you some context, he's not even in this. Like, he's
Devontae
not even in the
Adams.
top 55.
I mean,
Who?
who would
Devontae
draft that guy in
Adams.
the first round? Seriously.
Who's that?
Devontae Adams.
Yeah, Devontae Adams in the first round. What a loser.
I made the playoffs. You did not. Okay.
Jay, you're looking at the draft. Look in the third round. The third round was objectively better than our first round. Third round had Cam Newton, Doug Martin, Tannehill, Brandon Marshall,
Wow.
Anquan Bolden, John Brown.
But
better.
Funny story about the Doug Martin pick. It would have been Brandon Marshall had he been on the board.
Yeah.
Don't forget, Martin had a terrible year the year before.
He was brutal.
That's why he fell to the
Yeah,
third
he
round.
was very brutal.
Who had a brutal year in 2015?
But
It's
he
going to
had-
be a steal in the third round.
He had a
Anderson.
terrible offensive line in front of him in that 2014 season.
Who wants to bet C.J. Anderson's a stud this year after the year I take him and drop him?
He got his money. That's a great haircut, by the way.
Is Mark Ingram available?
Oh, this is Jay's haircut.
Tonio. Jeff, what are you drinking? Vodka?
Water and a hop crisis.
No, I'm going to grab a beer. I'll be right back for you guys.
This is going all night long.
If you guys have not heard of 21st Amendment Brewery, I suggest picking some up.
Are you going to bring some to Pennsylvania
No.
for beer tasting?
They're out of San Francisco.
Oh, Jay, by the way, I need the
Oh,
Please.
yeah. The what?
you got it. Who are you? Yeah, next week, whatever.
What do you need?
You know, like the who owes what, who's won what over the years. Go out and make something
I
work.
think Viddy's trying to pay me. Viddy, I keep getting an email from Matt. It says there's $100 waiting for you if you click this, Broseph. And I don't know what to do. So I don't press anything.
Nope, don't do it.
I'm not going to.
Is everyone paid up?
Cash or check only.
Global owes $10 and Video's $100
From last year?
from last year, and I don't know. Yeah. So,
Listen, his brother's with a doctor. We'll just get it from him. It'll fall out of his glove compartment and it's sob.
me and Phil are driving down on Friday, possibly, most likely. Benji, I'll be in New York on Wednesday and Thursday next week.
Where in New York? Manhattan?
I'm in Brooklyn Wednesday and Thursday, but we're staying in Manhattan.
Enjoy.
I can't wait. It's not going to be fun.
Jordy's in Brooklyn. And so
Yeah,
is
I tried to look him up. I think he's probably 25 minutes from where I am, or 40 minutes or something.
All right, all right.
I tried. I meant to get in touch with them when I was down there the last time. Him and Viddy.
Viddy's a thespian.
I know.
A lesbian?
Yes.
Anderson's your face didn't move for like 5 minutes.
Anderson,
I thought-
taking a shit still? What are you drinking, bud? What are you
Drink water
drinking?
when you're taking a poop?
No. No.
Trying to flush the system.
Everybody's drinking like right now. Who's drinking beers?
Everybody.
Side question: East Coast baseball league. Do we have any Super League matchups in the playoffs?
No. Unfortunately.
That would stink. It's always fun.
Yeah, no. Next round.
Next round is, I'm going to be winning it this year, so.
Sure. Dylan
East
Bundy.
League
Sure.
matchup in the finals when innings limit takes down Boston Creamers for once and for all.
Well, we'll see. I don't
Nick,
think
I'm
so.
taking down the evil empire this year. It's on my mission.
It's like the only team we haven't mentioned so far is Dave.
He still is in this league.
We
I
mentioned
kinda like-
everybody else. Did we go down everybody's team?
Not really. We've hit most teams. In
Why
the
don't
record.
we do that, top to bottom?
All right, Benji. I think you're a contender. Everyone, you're the team to beat. You're picking first. Last year's
No.
first pick won it all.
No.
Got the quarterback.
No.
You got 3 great receivers. Team to beat. Viddy
Disagree.
has Fitzgerald, Tate, and Lockett. Picking a college guy.
Can I be honest? I was very surprised when he offered us a trade for Lockett.
He didn't want to give up higher than a 5th-round pick. That's as high as he was going, and he thought he couldn't get anyone better. That's my interpretation of his Vidi mind.
We weren't going to keep him, and I like Lockett. It made sense both ways.
I think he might have. I think if he poked around some more, he could have gotten maybe a better guy. Because Demaryius Thomas was a 3rd, right?
Yeah, I agree.
I don't know who was available, but all right. Princess Butterflies, Clutch. We hope you make the draft so we can make funny to your face. But you're Tony Romo, DeMarco Murray. I assume he's going to keep Robert Woods and Randall Cobb.
It's a good chunk if Tony Romo can stay healthy.
He should take a quarterback first, just in case.
Really? With Romo?
The guy's shoulder is made of paper mache.
I think he'll bounce back this year.
You heard it here first.
Yeah, he's got to keep Cobb for sure.
I love Cobb.
I love Lamb.
All right, Anastasi's got the two-headed monster quarterback.
Wait a
Roethlisberger.
second. If he doesn't keep C.J. Anderson, where does C.J. Anderson go this year?
Well, he's not. He just traded for T.Y. Hilton to keep him, so I'd be shocked if he keeps C.J. Anderson.
Did the Swedish Bulldog put on a new T-shirt?
No, that's what I've been wearing.
Oh, nice, Georgia. Welcome.
Thank you.
Nick, where does C.J. Anderson go this year?
8th round.
Yeah,
But I was thinking third-ish.
sucks.
He might be like Doug Martin. He could be like a Doug Martin. It was a great call with this year's Doug Martin.
Does the defense go before him?
Mm-hmm.
He's the 10th graded fantasy running back.
Really?
CJ?
Yeah.
10th.
Not touching him.
One guy interesting will be Rawls.
Yeah, I don't know what to think of him.
Doesn't Biddy have him?
Not to keep. I think he picked him up last year.
Oh, so he's in the mix.
Hang on.
I would think he would be a first-round pick in our league.
He did not draft Rawls, so he's in the draft. Mark
My guess
Ingram.
is in the first round. Anderson's going to take him.
Who
To me,
is
there's like
that?
5 running backs that will all of us collectively right here make us dry heave, but one of them is going to be a huge and put someone into like the Super Bowl. Like Thomas Rawls, Eddie Lacy, C.J. Anderson, Jonathan Stewart, Jay Ajayi. One of those guys we take in like in the 3 to 5 range, and we'll bust out. I don't know who, but we move on. Anastasi's got the 2 receivers, Kelvin Benjamin off injury, T.Y. Hilton, who we gave a pretty penny for, and the 2 quarterbacks. He's got some work to do. He likes to find diamonds in the rough. No reaction from the peanut gallery. Piper likes
Who's he keeping? Hilton.
Hilton.
Where's he drafting?
4. I'm going in order of the draft right now.
So he could land. I don't know who's the 4th in the draft this year. He might be outside looking in. He's got the worst spot.
Who? Number 4?
4
Yeah.
was the same thing last year too.
Yeah, I feel like 1, 2, and 3 will be Peterson. Tell me if I'm wrong. In some order: Peterson, Gronk, Bell. Am I right or wrong on that?
Anastasi might go with a rookie that we've never heard of, that he has an action figure of.
It's a great question. I have not mocked that far out until after Keeper Day, but I'm sure Anderson has.
Yeah, I've gone a full 15 rounds.
Wow.
So funny, but it's not. Who's 4? Who's like the 4th best guy?
Alshon Jeffrey.
Oh God.
Yeah.
Who?
Then do you want my 5th pick?
I'll take your 5th for your
I'll
second
trade
round.
you my 5th pick for Luck and your 1st.
I'll give you your 5th for Luck. It's done right now on Google Hangouts.
No, I can't do that. That would be not good.
Is Alshon Jeffrey the fourth best? Here, I'll give you some names.
I think he
Eddie
is.
Lacy. Eddie Lacy.
It's a risk.
Yeah.
Josh Gordon.
He's
I
going to
can
be
see
suspended
Penn
8
State
games.
before.
No, he's not. He's starting
I
week
know.
one.
But he's what? How many games?
I think it's 8.
I thought he could start week one.
No.
Oh.
No, it's suspended 4 games.
Mark Ingram, Eddie Lacy, Doug Martin.
Oof. You know what the problem is? It's not really a problem. Our keepers are just smart. Our keepers have gotten better. For whatever reason, all these guys are kept. There's good players out there, but we've just kept them all.
Yeah.
Usually there's a lot of direct kept.
Most of my keepers retired early.
Derek, what was his name? Derek Anderson?
Derek Alexander, T.J.
Dominic Davis.
Aaron Hernandez killed the man. So
All right.
far, so good.
Jamal Charles, OBJ. I think he's going to keep Laquan Treadwell and Travis Kelce.
Who's he
Were we
keeping?
on Lugo?
Yeah. He's going to keep, I'm assuming Jamal Charles.
What other choices does he have?
Please hold.
No one, really.
Yeah.
He could keep Devontae Parker. A lot of people like him.
He could.
And they're all located in Miami, and they're all idiots.
What about Duke Johnson? Did he draft him?
I think so.
Duke Johnson was the popular name one of the popular names last year.
Was being the key word there.
Yeah, he plays for the Browns. That's all you need to say.
I guess you have.
Surprise. I think Jamal Charles is like, all right, I can keep him for 2 years. He's healthy-ish.
Yeah.
He clearly has the highest upside.
Coming
Yeah,
off ACL injury.
If Charles isn't kept, he goes in the top 5, maybe 6.
He's like a Peterson.
He could keep, yeah. Next up, Tuna.
Yeah.
First,
back to Charles for a second.
yeah.
Last year, fantasy points per game, 18, 20, 28, 16, and then he got hurt and he had 7. So,
He's good.
Yeah,
yeah, he's healthy. He's great.
Yep.
and they always say the second year off the ACL is the best. So he's got time.
I like
What do you mean? So he wouldn't be as good this year, is what you're saying?
Yeah, but for a 2-year keeper,
Right.
it's not worth getting rid of him for that.
Jeff would have to handcuff his backup immediately, I would think.
Yeah.
Niles Davis,
No, the other guy.
who
Davis Niles.
Shakardrick West? No.
Oh.
Yeah, Shakardrick West.
Mm-hmm.
I love the pronunciation out of you. Tuna's team. Tuna basically trade raped Orkin on Ezekiel Elliott. Are we sure that's right? Should we press charges?
Wait, what was that trade?
He got Orkin's NCAA guy when Ezekiel Elliott was still playing college ball. I think for like a 6th rounder.
Oh, yeah, I remember that. All right.
Yeah, but Orkin has AJ Green this year because of that trade.
He does. That's absolutely true. But now, as we came to realize early on, the NCAA guy, having 2 college guys is a tremendous advantage.
Yeah. Allen's done this year, but still.
So Ezekiel Elliott, Keenan Allen, Latavius Murray, if we think he's going to keep him, Brandon Cooks.
That's a great team. That's better than me. That seems better than mine.
Think so?
Yeah.
It'll be good.
I don't know, because he's the guy you're going to add. No matter of the 3 you pick, he's not going to get any close to that.
Yeah,
And
so you got to add.
quarterback you either. But he's good. He's good.
It's got a good team.
Anderson, what's your take? Ezekiel Elliott up to the hype?
No. I don't think he stays healthy.
Dynamite dropping.
he's a
I love it.
What are you watching?
The Olympics.
Oh,
Is there anything good left?
Racing.
Did you guys
Oh,
see? Did you guys see the Asian who lost in pole vault because of his penis got in the way?
I saw that. I didn't watch the highlight or anything.
Or the guy that was racing in the 400 the other night that finished like 13 seconds behind everybody uninjured.
I didn't see that.
He pulled the golden ticket to McDonald's. He was able to race for fun.
We actually thought that he was basically some guy that just ran on the track.
Did you guys see the guy in hurdles who ran like directly into the first hurdle?
Didn't see that.
Oh my god! Let's see if I can find this.
The face, that was the steeplechase.
Oh no, it's a different one. Here it is. I'm gonna see if I can share my camera with you guys.
On the left-hand side, there's the green screen share.
Oh yeah, I'm all over this.
What do you got for us, Nick?
On the left-hand side, everything's gone. All right, here it is.
Yeah, so the left-hand side of the Hangout screen
Okay.
share. It'll pop up a thing with the control panel, Q&A.
Okay.
Hit the green screen share button and then pick the.
Pick your window.
Yep.
All right, here we go.
Let's see how Nick's internet connection hangs out.
Here he is. Oh man, so good. He's
Not
Haitian.
seeing anything.
We see a black screen.
Oh, watch this on YouTube.
What is happening? Here's something. Don't see it, Nick.
Did that work?
No.
No.
Oh, sorry.
Only
It was pretty
audio.
impressive. It's all good.
Good effort, man. Good effort.
Just make
Him and the
sure
hurdles is going as well as me hosting this podcast so far.
just make sure you stop sharing your screen.
There we go. We're back. All right, we go to Phil's team: Russell Wilson, Andre Ellington, Greg Olson, and he's got to pick a college player.
That's pretty bad.
Look for the good doctor, good beer.
Got a lot of work to do on this team.
All right, D-Mac. I like D-Mac's team.
I would have kept Kevin White. Why didn't he keep Kevin White?
Because he played 0 games last year.
I know, but you got to forecast ahead. He's healthy now.
Do you trust Jay Cutler?
Jay Cutler? I don't know.
The answer is no.
Maybe Blake Bortles would have been a good. Why didn't he keep Blake Bortles?
That's an interesting thought. Give up a third-round pick for Russell Wilson. That's a
Yeah, but is Blake Bortles that much worse, and you don't have to give up anything?
agreed. Yeah, that's a good point.
Was Bortles drafted, or did he pick him up?
Oh,
He was drafted.
yeah.
I mean, I would have kept Bortles and not traded for Russell Wilson.
I like how you're pounding that beer. You're getting after it at 10 o'clock at night.
The beer is empty. Would anybody like another? Okay, I guess not.
I got something at home in the fridge. All right, let's get to Dave's team. Aaron Rodgers, I'm a big fan of. Rebound year. Todd Gurley, looking good on Hard Knocks. Everyone loves a good Hard Knocks player.
Yep.
Emmanuel Sanders. Shrug. Jimmy Graham. Wild card.
Yeah, nah, he's in rough shape.
Is he hurt or just
He's
Russell-
got coming off the same injury that Victor Cruz had, so very low expectations.
Yeah, Victor Cruz is like dead.
Done. His career's over.
Yeah.
Very sad.
Damn shame. Good dude. Salsa in his honor.
Yep.
Everybody salsa.
Everybody, it's very sad that my boy, my favorite Giant.
Do you
Done.
have his jersey?
I
Do you
haven't.
still have your Alec Houston jersey?
No, I think maybe David Turchin has that somewhere. I don't know.
Anderson, give us the breakdown of your team. How you feeling about your boys?
I think I have the best team. So
Oh, I love it.
Whoa!
Oh!
Hey!
He does have a
Olympic!
very good team.
Your face is-
pre-draft. Obviously, I don't have the number 1 overall pick, so that's a little different. But
Yeah, but that sucks this year.
I like my keepers better than anyone else's.
This is a good thing. All right, I'm going to pick a neutral party, Jeff Piper. You're sitting there very quiet.
Mhm.
Pick which 3 receivers you'd rather have for this year in our league. Hopkins, Cooper, Allen Robinson, Dez, Mike Evans, Demaryius Thomas. That's tough. That's close.
It's a tough call.
No, it's not. Andersons are better.
Really?
I would definitely slide that way,
Interesting.
but
Well, let's put it this way. Hopkins and Robinson are first-round draft picks if you're starting again. Is Dez a first-round pick?
Yes.
What?
so not to throw my hat in the ring, but we have, according to the front of this magazine right here, you have Antonio Brown and Julio Jones on top of this list
Yeah, his team has the best receivers. Yes.
before DeAndre Hopkins.
You're right.
That's interesting. That's good. That's
I don't disagree, but Cooper's better than Edelman. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah, but
And,
Edelman
I got
is
Lamar
going to
Miller. You have Austin Seferian Jenkins.
he's gone. We don't even have him.
Exactly. You got nothing.
Okay.
That's a trophy from last year.
Exactly.
Yeah,
All
but Jeff,
besides
I can't wait to hold that trophy.
Jeff has the top 2 players you'd start your team with in 2016.
I would give you that. Absolutely. Yeah, I think our teams are very close, but I would take mine.
I
Draft
think the
on.
difference for me comes down to Lamar Miller. Like I'm
Well, we were only talking
personally
wide
not that
receivers.
sold on him.
You named off 3 wide receivers from 2 teams. I said I presented the case for our 3 wide receivers over those.
Who's your third, Jeff?
Edelman.
Yeah, I agree. I'm with Jeff. He's got the 3 best receivers.
Wow.
I'm not saying that our team, because of the fact that you have Lamar Miller and you have a more rounded team, I'm not denying that. But receivers, if we're just stacking receivers, I'll take Brown,
Oh, yeah. If it's
Brown
just
Jones,
receivers,
and
yeah.
Edelman.
Yours
All
is
right.
better than mine.
Who would you draft first? Edelman or Amari Cooper
In our scoring?
in our
It's-
league?
If it's me, it's Cooper. But
If it's me, it's Edelman, and I prefer the PPR.
Yes, he's going to get almost 100 catches.
But that being said, I think Cooper is going to be a stud this year. There's no
So
doubt
do I.
about it.
I agree.
And it's basically a toss-up. If you prefer touchdowns or you prefer catches.
Edelman, before he got hurt, was on pace for like 110 catches.
Yeah.
Like always. Yeah.
He had 92 the year before,
Right. It's a picker
105.
flavor. They're both great. They're all great.
Yeah.
All right, the battle lines are being drawn. I like this. So we mentioned before, Colville's probably one of the worst teams, along with Phil.
Who's Colts keeper?
Probably Breeze.
See, I think that's a mistake. He needs to keep one of those wide receivers.
What pick is he?
11.
Oh, yeah, he's screwed.
He's 11.
He needs to keep Baldwin or Marshall. He needs to keep one of because I don't know if he'll get either of those guys on the way back.
That's an interesting thought on Brandon Marshall. He definitely, I mean, it's a little bit of a risk. Brandon Marshall is 32 years old. Not too bad.
What about Baldwin? He had a breakout year.
Here's the thing. Baldwin's a legitimate potential. He had such a touchdown run.
Yeah, he had, what, 2 touchdowns a week for like 6 weeks?
Yeah, like, and it's also, once Jimmy Graham left, Baldwin went off. So if Jimmy Graham's going to play, will Wilson be as good? Will he be as good?
But let's say he has 10 touchdowns instead of 14. Isn't he still worth keeping over Drew Brees? I think he is. I think you got to take wide receivers in our league.
Well, you're not going to get Marshall. Can he get Breeze at 11, maybe?
Yes, I agree. I think he can.
Unless Jeff
I mean-
Fortuna take him or Anderson takes him. I don't
Yeah,
think
that's a risk. You know, that's what he has
Okay. Can he get Tom Brady and ride it out for 4 games?
That's an interesting. I like
I
that.
mean, that's the way I would think about it.
Yeah, but Brady lasted until what? 4th round last year?
Third.
Yeah.
And that was just under threat of suspension. Now that he's guaranteed suspension, is he going to push further back?
But I'm just saying, if I was Cole, I would keep a receiver and get the quarterback later. That's why I'm trying to get rid of Luck. I'd rather have the receiver than the quarterback.
It's a good thought. He might do that. Maybe he might be the only team left with some intrigue on keeper day. Because we don't know the answer for that. I don't know. And then maybe you're in the room, in the house with him, Anderson. You could go scare him. Breeze.
He's sleeping.
Okay, Orkin's got Matt
Oh,
Stafford.
no, Anderson, you just got eaten by a whole bunch of pixels. I saw that movie.
It's a good movie. Breeze, Forte, Watkins, Wallace. I mean, that just makes me sad.
Yeah, but if Breeze is good next year, what did he have last year points-wise?
This is the one thing I'll put out there. As I figured out when I got Cam from Anderson, you get a super hot quarterback and replacement level guys everywhere else who can occasionally burst. I was this close to winning it all, thanks to Cam. So if you get that sick quarterback who just
No, actually, you could thank Eli Manning for that one.
that was amazing.
Yeah, good quarterback. Somebody like Breeze could get you 10 to 15 extra points, over your regular quarterback, I guess. 15 points is a lot.
To me, there's other quarterbacks out there. Derek Carr is going to be good this year. Plenty of other guys. Bortles. Plenty of guys. I'd rather have the higher-end receiver that I'm not going to get in the second and third round.
All right, we'll see if Cole listens to this podcast.
Is this being recorded?
It's out there. This is already a record, hour long so far.
I was about to say, what are the odds anyone listens to this more than 10 seconds into this show?
I'm going to watch it at work tomorrow.
Be like, I'm a YouTube star.
Orkin's got Stafford, Carlos Hyde, Devontae Freeman, we think, AJ Green.
I like the team. I like it.
He's in good shape. Anderson, you've scouted Stafford as much as anybody. Has he still got it?
He'll be middle of the road, but to me, a middle of the road quarterback keeper is useless. Like you might as well keep yourself. Like you can pick up those quarterbacks anywhere.
Keep yourself.
What are you doing? Matt Stafford might be the 12th best quarterback this year. Come on.
Yeah, but he already anointed him as the keeper. He has no choice.
Yeah, I know. I'm just making fun of Orkin when I have the chance. Come on.
I think it sounds like everybody thinks he's going to throw nonstop this year at Detroit.
What are the receivers? Theo Riddick?
You've got, what?
Marvin Jones from Cincinnati.
Yeah, Marvin Jones.
Golden Tate for 100 catches this year.
Is this the Ebron year?
No. Golden Tate. Who?
Golden Tate could be a first-round pick.
Golden Tate, breakout candidate.
Is he available?
Yes.
What do you got there, Benji? What is that? Wine?
It's a device for my balls.
Sounds reasonable.
Golden Tate's available. I think he is.
Oh, no, Viddy's got him. Sorry, Viddy.
Oh, that's right. Viddy has Golden Tate. Nice,
My bad, Viddy.
nice player.
All right, I got my four guys. Get me out of the way. Cam Newton, Jeremy Hill, Jordan Matthews, we think. Wink. Jarvis Landry.
I like Landry a lot. Very high.
I was just curious who had him.
Anderson, if you had the choice, would you do that trade with me last year again?
Yeah. Makes my team a lot better this year, and I don't think it made that big a difference last year for me.
What was the trade? Recap it.
It was a beast. It was Cam. So he sent me Cam and Jarvis Landry. I sent him
Hopkins.
Hopkins and Amir Abdullah.
That's it.
and I think I got a pick. I got
the seventh.
a 7th-round pick.
Yeah.
And you got Neil Bernard, which he started for me.
Yeah, there you go.
But Anderson was able to do that because he had Brady and Cam Newton. So,
Yeah.
so good on you. Good job. Good drafting. You went back-to-back quarterbacks last year.
Remember I suggested that to you, Anderson? You're like, yeah, I like it. Let's do it.
The reason I did it because I was like, all right, whatever. I was drunk. I was like, whatever, sure, let's do that. Sounds good.
Kind of like spending $50 on Felix Hernandez for no reason.
Yeah, that didn't work out as well as Tom Brady. He still has a chance. He can still redeem himself.
All right. We shall see.
Yeah. Dylan Bundy didn't look so good tonight against my Red Sox. So.
Okay, I didn't start him. I did not start him.
Yeah, well, we'll see.
I like it.
All right, yeah. So anyway, your team. You better hope Cam's good.
Why wouldn't he be good? He'll be good.
We'll see.
Can't hard to be as good as he was last year. He was
No,
ridiculous.
there's no way.
Well, Kelvin Benjamin's coming back.
He's okay. I'm more big on, he does have a lot of different options. They have 2 good running backs now. They got Olsen still good. Matthews is to me the wild card. If he gets anywhere close to being a true number 1 receiver on a West Coast offense, I can compete. I can make the playoffs. But if he is what he was last year,
He's still last year. He was a wide receiver 3 for you, serviceable.
website. He was the 14th or 16th best receiver last year.
Yeah, that's great.
Yeah, if I get that again, he's got upside on that because last year who were the quarterbacks? Foles and
Bradford.
So if they get anything out of that, whatever. All right, defending champs. You going back to back?
Hope so.
I like it.
We're in a tough position at 14, though. That's if there's nobody available at 5, who's available at 14?
Defense.
I don't even like what's available at 10. So.
Yeah, defense and kicker.
Tom Brady, your boy.
Remember our rule: if you draft a college running back in the first round, you can keep him for 5 years.
Wow.
That's correct.
If you take Leonard Fournette or Christian McCaffrey, if you think he'll be a PPR monster.
Yeah, but that's a huge risk. You have to have your positions filled. You have to have at least some semblance of positions filled.
I think if anybody was to do that, it'd have to be one of the crummy teams, not a team that has a chance at a Super Bowl like Jeff.
Yeah.
And
So if you're saying like Koval trades away,
no, like let's say
Vitti.
Koval, Anastasi, Vitti, some of those teams that are thinking about playing for next year, like make that move. Like that could change your franchise for the next 5 years.
let's make that. What is that dream trade for Vitti then? So Smitty and Vitti make a trade. Potato Famine and Tally Ho make a trade.
Yep.
What would you guys have to give up to go number 2?
Oh. To get to number 2?
Yeah.
Oh, probably a lot. We'd probably have to give up Julio.
Yeah, that's not worth it.
Yeah.
Would you give up a first rounder next year?
Would I? No.
Okay.
Next year, it's even more important being a single keeper year. You either have to find a stud or you have to hit later in the draft.
That's the case no matter what.
At least on a 2 year, you have some room to work.
You have to get 2 good ones. It's harder.
Yeah.
Like your brother hit 11th rounder, got 1 good keeper. He got. I don't know. I think you should give a first rounder and your first rounder this year and next year for his second and 10th next year or something.
Well, why does he want his first rounder this year? No
I
one's
don't.
good.
I don't.
He can get Adrian Peterson
If
or Gronk.
if we were to trade, it would be to move back into round 1 next year.
Oh wow.
You don't have a first-round pick next year?
No, we would no to have 2 for next year
So you would give up your first-round pick.
because there
Yeah,
was
if anybody wants to do that deal, I'll do it for the 10th pick. It's
Because-
better than 14.
because think about who's coming off keeper status next year.
A lot.
Julio, Jarvis Landry, like guys that is Beckham.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean the next year's first round is going to be pretty loaded.
Yes, it will.
Oh, I
And
can't
then you'll
wait
have-
for this year's draft. That's going to be great. Let's skip this year, and we'll draft for next year, and then we'll go back to play this year. Or do it twice, whatever.
All right, boys. We're ready to shut this down. This is fun. I think we should do this more often.
Sure.
Closing
Wait,
thought.
we got to go around the room. Pick the winner of the championship.
There's a Ward Cup, the Anderson Trophy, and they got the Koval Cup. What are the words? I forgot the names.
Fat Carl.
In fact,
Oh,
Carl's
we-
gone.
Hold on, we get to pick teams this year, don't we, Nick?
Yeah, we do.
Interesting.
All right. I will go. Jeff, you playing golf this year?
Yeah, it's on Saturday, right?
Yeah.
We'll take you for a little round. We all will. I think I'll take my golf team versus your team.
Okay.
Wow. I take Jeff's team.
As long as you're on the best team, I'll take it.
Nick?
I'm going to put the pressure on Anderson. You're going to win this year, Anderson. We all know it.
Oh, boy. Yeah, that'd be a first. No, I think when I drafted the teams, I put myself against the worst golfer and barely won.
No, Super League. You're going to win the Anderson Trophy.
Oh, wow. Yeah, that would be amazing. That'd be nice.
Because this year all the attention's on Benji. The last couple of years, the team entering as a prohibitive favorite has gacked. This year it's Benji's turn.
sounds like that. Yeah.
Who should I take with the first pick? I'd like the room to tell me, please.
If I were you, I would take Le'Veon Bell.
If they announce his suspension before then, I would agree.
Wait.
If they
Wait, I
I'd
thought
like to take Belnick?
I would take Bell no matter what.
Even
Well,
a 4-game suspension when I'm trying to win it this year?
Yeah, because you want him in 14, 15, 16. Your team is good enough to go 2-2 in the first 4 weeks. You know your schedule now.
Jay, what do
Let's
you
take a look at Benji's schedule.
Speaking of,
Who's he
why am I
playing?
already down 58? Oh, it was 58-0 to Phil's Anatomy already.
Jeff, who should I take? You think I should take Bell?
I would say Bell as long as it's not a 4-game suspension.
Like a 2-game suspension.
Yeah.
Okay. Anderson thinks I should take Gronkowski.
Yeah, you know I would take Gronkowski if it was me.
He's trying to sabotage me.
Of course. I hate your team.
Will Benji make the playoffs? That's an important question.
I better.
You should trade Luck if you want to make it.
The last year Benji made the playoffs. Piper, you were
George W. Bush was in office.
not quite. 09. This is fall 09.
Wow, that's a long time.
That is a long time.
Why has things gotten so bad for me?
I would look at the guy running the show. That's the
What?
problem.
What's happened to my team?
Maybe you need to pull a Smitty and go get a manager.
That's the worst thing you could say to me. That's so bad.
You take that back.
Nick, are you okay?
Me?
Yeah, you had a frozen picture with your like your head about to explode.
I can't wait until Clutch watches this tomorrow and be like, why is Nick so frozen all night long?
Good. I don't know what's going on. My internet's beautiful.
No one said to take Peterson of the 4 of you. That's interesting.
Who was your vote, Piper?
I don't know. I guess, Benji, are you going to try to win this year and forego all future years?
Des
Or
and
you
Mike
try and
Evans
tank
and Luck this is their last year. I have to try to win it. They're all gone after this year.
Then you gotta. I don't know. I mean, I'd lean toward Bell, but
Ted Ginn. Let's go with
I
that.
mean, whoever you pick is going to be the worst pick in the world. So
I'm going to probably take Peterson. If we were drafting today, I would take Peterson.
today,
That sounds like a Benji move. Nice work.
yeah, that's.
He's the safest. He's the safest pick at 1.
Yeah, if you're not going to worry about next year as much.
Benji lives in the present to the max.
I don't know, man. I mean, who's to say Gronk is winning me a championship? Well, how is that a guarantee?
This is the same guy who spent half his freshman year making broomball jerseys, bought an Allen Houston jersey. He lives in the present.
One of the things that if you're going to do stats tomorrow, check the last winners and see how many or what percentage of their total points come from tight ends.
I'm on it.
What about those percentages for defenses?
7%.
God. It's going to take a while.
You got a lot of homework.
On the case.
And we didn't talk about the house. This house is going to be amazing, by the way.
Yes, let's finish with the house. Anderson, give us a tour of the house. This is our goodbye tour of the house for us.
All right, so we got 6 bedrooms. There's 14 beds, I think, or 13, something like that. We got a huge kitchen with 2 huge tables, so there's enough seating for 16. So we'll be able to have everybody for the draft all around one big table.
How's the Wi-Fi?
A nice hot tub, an outdoor beach volleyball court that we'll need the hot tub for after playing that beach volleyball. And then we got some shuffleboard, some foosball, some pool table. We got dome hockey.
We are begging for it.
So I already told Nick this. I am going to bring a extra router with us just in case.
Oh, that's a good call.
Last year's debacle with the internet. Can't have that this year.
Wait, was that last year or the year before?
Yeah, last year it took us forever to get just onto the network.
All right.
It miraculously worked just in time for the draft, but it was very frustrating up until. And 2 years ago,
was in the restaurant. We couldn't get the Wi-Fi because it wasn't working the day before.
Yeah, that was bad.
The lightning struck it down.
Yeah.
It smited it.
Yeah. So let's make that happen.
And I'll bring the extra septic pipes.
Perfect. And there's supposed to be plenty of parking, and should be a good time.
extra money for parking. That's what it is.
What's that?
So extra money for parking.
Yeah, probably. Who knows?
Can we get a midweek reminder of the address?
Oh yeah, I'll send that out probably this week.
And we have to bring towels and bed sheets.
Well, yeah, towels at least.
Okay.
If you want to bring like a sleeping bag, that's fine. But it's up to you.
I'll ask what Orkin's doing and I'll share.
Nice.
As long as you don't swaddle Phil again this year.
Set up as 10 on the subject tank. I like how you and Grayson have the same glasses now, Pipe.
What?
You and Grayson
Who?
have the same glasses.
Who does?
You?
And who?
Grayson? Or,
Wait, he has glasses?
I thought so.
Oh.
I could be wrong.
I picked him out with him.
Nice.
Goodbye, Canada.
All right, I'm out of here.
Tell Cole I said goodnight.
All right, I will if I see him.
Hey, Friends Overload next weekend.
Friends overload. Here we go.
Here we
Get
come.
ready.
Later, boys.
See ya.